What's up, YouTube? It's Louis Comics, and it's a good day because the Dubs play, and I got a box. Let's check it out. Alright, you guys, I opened up the box so you guys won't have to sit through it. And basically, what I got back was my CGC order. And what I did was, I'm really big fan of this series, of this title series, Marvel Zombies. It's the first series, which is actually. It was actually printed, I believe, in 2005. Story was written by Robert Kirkman of, Walking Dead fame. And you know what? Funny enough, the editor on this book was Mr. Ralph Macchio, the Karate Kid. I couldn't even believe when I read the story inside the hard copy edition of it, saying that he was the one that did it. So it's actually really cool. I like this. This is the hard copy that I have of it. And it's got a really cool story about how the book came to be, and it was this whole story was written by Robert Kirkman, and just really great art on the inside. It's a cool story, it's a cool idea, and really what I loved in the beginning on these was the covers. All the covers were done by an artist by the name of Arthur Suydam, and I was lucky enough to see him at a con not too long ago at one of my local cons, and so I got him to sign my entire collection, and I have the entire collection. So without further ado, let's check them out. The cool thing about all of these covers is that they're all cover swipes. They're all famous covers that we all know, we all love. And here's Marvel Zombies #1, signed by Arthur Suydam. And this one came back at a 9.0. And obviously it's a cover swipe of Amazing Fantasy #15. And I got him to sign it here, right in front of Spidey. Next is Marvel Zombies #1. They did a ton of variants for these. This is a second printing variant, which is a cover swipe of Todd McFarlane's Spider-Man #1, and I got it back at a 9.0. So those were pretty cool. I was happy about those. I know, it's still in the 9s, and if I ever really wanted to, I guess I can go out and press them. I should have got them pressed beforehand, before heading out to the con, but I just didn't have time. I didn't have the time, and I wanted to make sure I did get them signed in the right place, so that I came up with my little blue tape and window box, which a lot of artists don't care for. But you know what? Arthur Suydam did not trip. He did not mind at all. So those are my first two #1s. Next is going to be Marvel Zombies #1, the third printing, and that's going to be a cover swipe. Spider-Man #50, which is a famous storyline, Spider-Man No More, and that came back at a 9.4, and good old Artie signed it for me right here in gold. And next, and the last #1 in this title series, Marvel Zombies #1, the fourth printing, and this of course is a cover swipe of Incredible Hulk #1. And I got Arthur to sign it right there. Some glare. Oh, that makes it worse. Oh well, I hope you guys could see it on the close-up anyway. So those are the last two #1s there. Next, for some reason, like I said, it was multiple prints. It was multiple print ones and variant covers for this series. The only one that had a single printing was #2. Marvel Zombies #2 came back at a 9.4. I got Arthur Suydam to sign it right there. And that one is actually a cover swipe of Avengers #4. Next, Marvel Zombies #3, the first printing. Got Artie to sign it right there. And boom, that one came back at a 9.4. And I was really happy about this one, because this one is a cover swipe of Incredible Hulk #340, which is that infamous Todd McFarlane cover art right there. So I'm really pumped about that. Next, I have Marvel Zombies #3, the second printing. And this, I was actually really surprised at the grade that I got on this one. This one is a cover swipe of Daredevil, I believe it's #179, where Elektra's holding his mask up. And check this one out. Boom, the only 9.8 of the bunch. I didn't do anything to it. I didn't get it pressed. I didn't get it cleaned. Nothing. that came straight out the box like that. So I was pretty happy about that. The next one I got is Marvel Zombies number 4, the first printing. This one came back at a 9.0, and this one is a cover swipe of X-Men number 1, the very first X-Men. Alright, so what do we got next? Next is going to be Marvel Zombies number 4, which is a cover swipe of Amazing Spider-Man number 39, which I believe is the first Green Goblin. And this one came out at an 8.0. I was kind of disappointed that it came back at an 8.0. I got Arthur to sign it right there in red in the fire. But what are you going to do? It's my book. It's from my collection. I'm not trying to sell it or flip it or nothing. It's mine. So I'm still going to have them out. And still great to look at. Still presents well. And they actually do really look. They actually do look really good in the new CGC slab. Next, and this book I've showed before. This one is going to be Marvel Zombies number 5, the first printing. And this one I've had in my collection for quite a while. I bought this book. I didn't have Arthur Suydam sign this one for me. Not personally anyways, but it is a CGC signature series. And this one my wife got me on one of our anniversaries because she knew I love this collection. And she saw it. She got it for a good price. So she bought it for me. And that's kind of, it's honestly what got me on the kick of wanting him to sign all of my collection and get them all gold label series so that they all match. So I was pretty pumped to get that and to actually be finally finished with my collection on that. And finally, the last book in the series is the second printing. It's going to be Marvel Zombies number 5, second printing, and this one came back at an 8.5. These are the only 2 books that came back lower than 9s. Most of them were at least 9.0, 9.2, 9.4s. But you know, like I said, I'm still happy with the grade. This is obviously a cover swipe of Silver Surfer number 1. I'm still happy with the grades for the most part. If I really wanted to, I could break them out and get them reslabbed. But I'm not looking to do that anytime soon. I'm happy with what I got. I finished my collection, and I get to display these books. I'm pretty pumped. So I'm going to end this video now. What I'm going to do is, at the end of this video, I'm going to do a quick little slideshow. And I'm going to show all of the covers together with the original. So I'm going to show the Marvel Zombies cover and the cover swipes. So hope you enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Until next time, you know who it is. It's Cholula's Comics. Keep stacking, have a comic.